Now let's move on to the rehearsal Nathan Fielder. Now I liked Nathan For You. Didn't watch a lot of it. I liked this one and that one. Maybe some other one I wasn't too interested in. The rehearsal. Spoilers? What? I'm no spoilers. I'm not going to tell you this is what it's about and then this happens and then it ended with this. I've only watched, what is there, 6 episodes. I watched the first episode and then the first 5 minutes or whatever of the second episode. I didn't know anything about it, but how did you watch it? America. I was on holiday in America a couple of weeks ago, and while I was there in the States, I got HBO Max. I was watching it, and I would never tweet this, right? I don't like being all fucking negative about comedy things and all that, right? Especially when the person's on Twitter. But there was something about it that was just a wee bit. I don't know what it was. Something about it didn't quite click with me. Like the first episode, and then I watched a wee bit of the second one. Something about it didn't quite click with me. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of it. I get it. I don't think it's too much. I don't think this is a spoiler, but I'll be vague about it. I don't think this is a spoiler. This is just the first episode. It gets much weirder. I'll keep watching. I'll force myself to watch it, right? I'll force myself to watch it. But because I think it's only 6 episodes. The first 2 episodes are a bit shite in comparison, right? I'll keep watching it. First episode was just the best thing. All right, so I disagree. Like, because I was watching it. The whole idea for the first episode, anyway, was like, imagine you're try to be vague about it. I don't even think this is a spoiler. But imagine you've got like maybe a confession to make to somebody, or there's some sort of confrontation or something you want to make with somebody, but you're wondering how it will go down, and you're scared that it's not going to go down well. And wouldn't it be good if you could, in some way, sort of rehearse how that will go, so you get the best possible outcome for that thing? Like, have you ever went, like, basically that sort of thing that you did? No spoilers, please. Seriously, don't. You know that sort of thing where you're going, oh, I want to say this, but what if they say that? Well, if they say that, I'll say this. I know, but then what if they say that? Aye, right. Well, what I could do is say that instead then. I know, but what if they do this? What if they do that? Where should I do it? Where should I tell them? How should I... Like that. It's like it offers like almost like a service in the first one to somebody who's in that situation, and creates a scenario where they actually can rehearse it, like with flowcharts, actors, and the whole thing. That kind of thing. So it's a funny idea, right? It's a funny idea. Like, taken to the fucking extreme. That type of thing. Right? Flowchart farty. Right, and I liked the idea, but I kind of lost it a wee... I don't know, certainly things happened. But I think what I was that into was, see, comedy things for me, it just needs to be these... there's just wee subtle things. It's almost like comedy for me is almost a bit like I don't know. It's like fucking I don't know. I'm watching Breaking Bad again just now, so I'll say chemistry, or like bacon, or something like that. Where if something's a wee bit too much, or just a wee bit too, just a slight too much fucking, not enough sugar, or just slightly, something's not right here. Something's not right. There's not a lot of fucking wiggle room for me. There's no lot of margin for error for me. That's not to say that my stuff is fucking perfect. Because I can watch my stuff again and go, I would change that. I would have just fucking, these days I would have just chopped up fucking bit out and done all that. But um, it was something about him. I thought I wanted him to kind of tone down the, and I remember I liked Nathan For You. I would like, it's getting rubbed in. I would like to have toned down his thing a wee bit. You know, the kind of, right, you, what do you think about that? Yeah, kind of, like it seemed a bit, just a wee bit fake. I mean, I know he's no being completely himself and all that, right? Just if he just brought it down by like fucking 20% or something. He wasn't that much. He wasn't like that as much in Nathan For You. He was a bit more. He was still that whole kind of awkward, almost, you know, kind of like almost social awkward and, you know, just no getting certain things kind of way. Um, lack of fucking tact or like robotic sort of way that I really liked. That's fun and all the rest of it. But it just seemed to be a bit mere or a bit too obvious with this. I like stuff to be just a wee bit fucking more subtle than that. But I'll keep watching it. I'll keep watching. I think it's a great evolution of Nathan For You, less zany. What channel's the rehearsal on? I don't know. I was in America at the time. It was a couple of weeks ago. I was there. Managed to catch it when I was over in the States. I don't think he's overdoing it no more than he does in Nathan For You. I don't know. I would just nudge it, like just, you know, if you're fucking about your sound settings, you're going, what's the game volume versus the mic volume I've got, and the game volume can still be can sometimes be just a wee bit too loud, just a wee bit, not a lot, just a bit, or the game volume's just a bit too quiet and you're not hearing me voiceover stuff and all that. It's not completely quiet. It just needs. I just felt like it needed just to be. He needed to be just nudged down a wee bit. Just nudged. I don't mean the fucking volume. His Nathanness. Just shave a wee 12% off it, something like that. Just a wee, no 15, no 20, just a wee maybe 12.5%, something like that. So it's not so obvious. You know, it's not so rammed down my throat type of thing. You see, the way I see certain things, everybody, and I'm the expert, but I see certain things like books or films or programs or any of these forms of entertainment, sometimes like cats or dogs. And I sometimes see, like, if you imagine some kind of stereotypical sort of dog coming up to you and running up to you and wagging its tail and licking you and it's bowing its head and it loves to see you and it, you know, it's all like that. Cats are kind of a bit more like, at times, a bit more like, no, you come to me. You come to me. I sit here looking very nice and you come in and go, look, you beautiful cat. Look. The cat owns you sort of feeling. Never comes to you, rarely comes to you, and you've got to go up to the cat sometimes, unless it wants something. And then every now and again, it's actually gaining your attention. You're like, what's happening here? What's happening here? I sometimes see certain films and programs and entertainment things like that. Some of them really try their hardest to get you to fucking like it and make things dead obvious and dead obvious jokes and Did you get that? Did you get that joke that I just did? It's all right, for fuck's sake. I get it, and I prefer things like you've sort of gone to it, like as if it just exists. It's not even there to entertain you. This person's just made this for themselves. I like things like that. It doesn't try too hard. I like stuff it doesn't try too hard. That I've got to either meet it halfway or I've got to go to it. Do you know what I mean? What's your favourite anime? I'm 47.